Hey, brave souls. This is the Brave Evolution. I'm your host, Chantel Hampton, and this is your boost of empowerment. I just wanted to hop on real quick to encourage somebody to be brave enough to be consistent. Don't quit. And quitting and consistency can look it's interesting because you cannot quit but not be consistent at the same time. So when I say don't quit, I mean keep doing the exact thing you were doing. Be consistent. And I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. So the other night, my friend and I were having a talk, and it was a really good talk, and it was so encouraging because we took a moment to kind of go back. We've been friends now for 10 years, and we went all the way back to the start of our friendship and started talking about the things that we were looking to do. She was looking to move. I was looking to move. She was looking to do certain things in business and in media and everything. And I was looking to do certain things in music and pursue certain things. And I had certain dreams and desires and even a vision for what I know God wants me to do. And we were just talking about that 10 years ago, we didn't fully know what it was going to look like, but there was a certain amount, even us coming together to pray was consistent. Us coming together to talk, and the things that we would talk about all the time. We talked about the same things all of the time. There was consistency in our speech. There was consistency in our actions. There was consistency in even what we looked up, what we shared with each other. We were rehearsing and regurgitating everything that we had in our hearts to do and to be. And so as we were talking, we were just like, God, thank you, because looking back 10 years ago, one, I wasn't in the place I am now. She wasn't in the place she is now. Two, I had some accomplishments. I had done certain things, but I was not doing what I'm doing now. I had not done what I'm doing now, and what I've done in the past few years. My resume was not what it is now. Even the progress I made on the vision that God has given me, like now is the time to see it executed. But there have been years. There's a track record of me putting pieces together, a track record of me budgeting, a track record of me looking for people and for writing out plans. There's a track record of it. What is your track record? Can you look back over the years, even the past few months, and see that you've actually been consistent with what it is that's in your heart to do and accomplish? I was convicted even regarding this. When I started the Brave Evolution journey between this podcast as well as, or whatever we want to call this, YouTube channel, and as well as this whole movement, there were parts of me that wasn't discouraged, but I'm a very, how do I say it? I'm an introverted person. I don't always like talking. But in this season, I'm being forced, nudged more so, and encouraged to share the journey. So like I said in my video a few months ago, my last year, I felt like I needed to be quiet. The whole time though, I was thinking about this. It wasn't a quitting, nor was it a lack of consistency. On the outside, it might look like, oh, there's a whole gap of posts and videos and stuff. I get that. But I was writing, I was thinking, and I was thinking about how to encourage. I was praying about what needed to happen as we move forward. And never was I dropping the ball. So even if on the outside, it doesn't look like, or it looks like you're not doing anything, that doesn't mean you're not being consistent. But when you quit in your mind, or when you are lacking consistency in even your mind and how you think and how you move, that's when you actually lose momentum, you lose courage to keep going because it looks like nothing's happening. Well, the nothing that is happening is because you're not doing anything. And so sometimes we do need to pull back and look at the whole scope and then say, where is the most effective place to be consistent? And that's very important too. So even to that point, I was telling my friend, like, it just reminded me of, I love the medieval times and I love like medieval movies and all that stuff. It's really fascinating to me. But I don't know if y'all are familiar, but you see a castle and you see the army that's trying to siege or take over the castle. They have what they call a battling ram in order to break down that castle wall or door or whatever it is. There's an entry point that they need to attack, and that's how they're going to siege and get through. So they have all these people around it, and they're taking this battling ram and they're backing up and force hitting it, backing up and force hitting it, backing up and force hitting it. They don't hit once and say, okay, we're going to siege and just look at it. They don't hit twice and say, oh man, this isn't moving. I'm not gonna, man, maybe we can't get in. They don't hit 3 times and say, oh, okay, there's a little movement, but we still can't get in. Oh, I guess we should just turn around. There's no hope there. They back up, they ram. They back up, they ram. They back up, they ram. They keep doing it until that thing budges and until they're able to get in. So I want to really, really encourage you to, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking at somebody park and it's really funny to me because it's taking her forever to park. Anyways, so I want to encourage you to keep backing up and ramming, backing up and ramming, backing up and ramming, backing up. I promise you, you're going to start to see movement in the direction that you desire, but you have to stay focused. You have to remain focused. Don't let the outside distractions get you, or people tell you, oh, that's not working, or, oh man, what you doing that for? Or, oh, maybe you should try it a different way. Sometimes you need to try something a different way, or from a different angle. And maybe it's the angle that you need to attack from that needs to change or shift. But sometimes you might just need to back up, look, see where is the impact happening. Okay, let me move there and let me attack there again. So be brave enough to be consistent. Don't quit now. Don't give up in your mind now. Don't stop now. Hone in on the thing that you know. Hone in on the thing that you know you need to remain consistent in. If it's your prayer life, if it's journaling, if it is meditating, if it is walking, if it is, exercising, whatever it is, if it's that business, if it's your finance, if it's saving, if it's tithing, if it, all the things, like if you have been inconsistent, it's time to examine, be honest where your inconsistencies lie, and then go back at it. Go back at it. Go back at it. Go back at it. All right? Be encouraged. Be brave. I love you. Until next time, God bless.